Good evening, my name is Anna Jabłońska and welcome to Poland Daily. In the recent weeks, Polish authorities have suggested that the spat with the European Commission regarding judiciary reform might end very soon. Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki said that there is a 70% probability that compromise is within reach. Polish media are speculating whether the upcoming visit of the Vice President of the European Commission, Frans Timmermans, is a sign of this aforementioned agreement.
During his stay on the 9th of April, Timmermans is set to meet with Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki, President of the Constitutional Tribunal, First President of the Supreme Court of Poland, as well as ministers from the Chancellery of the President, Krzysztof Szczerski and Paweł Mucha. The visit is a continuation of the dialogue between Poland and the European Union concerning the rule of law in Poland. On the 8th of March, Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki met with the President of the European Commission, Jean-Claude Juncker, and his deputy Frans Timmermans, to whom he gave the white paper concerning the need for judicial reform in Poland. Less than 2 weeks later, Timmermans spoke of it in critical fashion, saying that the European Commission expects concrete steps. This is yet another meeting, and everything suggests that our relations with Brussels are becoming warmer. European politicians are realizing that they were initially misinformed. According to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Jacek Czaputowicz, no concrete decisions concerning the judiciary reform will be made so far during Monday's visit. The minister said that it will be a good chance for recognizing various arguments and the state of the government's propositions. The Timmermans visit is yet another step towards releasing the tension amassed between Poland and the European Union. However, this step is not final. I think that this issue will go on for some time. The President of the EC, Jean-Claude Juncker, is set to appear in Poland once the dispute is completely resolved, which is not likely to happen soon.
Orthodox Christians are celebrating Easter this Saturday. Russians bring baskets filled with eggs and foods to churches to be blessed. In Jerusalem, one of the main festivities is the lighting of a holy fire in the Holy Sepulchre Church. Theophilos III, the Orthodox Patriarch of Jerusalem, shared the holy fire with the worshippers who gathered at the church. The Orthodox Easter Holy Fire ceremony sees worshippers lighting torches and candles from a flame they believe was miraculously lit at the tomb of Jesus on the eve of Orthodox Easter. Then, the holy fire will be shortly taken to the other Orthodox communities across the world. In Russia, this year's Easter met unusually cold and windy weather. Orthodox churches and cathedrals around the world will usher in Easter with a solemn ceremony. But before that, Orthodox Christians have their Easter sweet bread called kulichi and decorated eggs blessed by a priest. The United States has imposed new sanctions on Russia, this time freezing personal assets of 38 citizens of the Russian Federation, as well as the accounts of their companies. Moreover, Americans will be prohibited from doing business with them. The U.S. State Department says that this is their response to the Kremlin's worldwide pattern of malign activities.
Among the 38 people targeted, 17 are government officials, while the rest are oligarchs connected to Russia's President Vladimir Putin. The 7 oligarchs include Oleg Deripaska, an aluminum business magnate who had past business dealings with Paul Manafort, Trump's former campaign chairman, who has been indicted by special counsel Robert Mueller on money laundering charges. Many analysts point to Alexei Miller, who also appeared on the list and is the chairman of state-owned Gazprom company. US officials have on multiple occasions declared their disapproval for Gazprom's natural gas pipeline project called Nord Stream 2, which will connect Germany with Russia. It is not clear yet whether the recent sanctions will affect its construction.
The Formula One Grand Prix season has started very poorly for Williams Mercedes. The team's 2 rookie drivers have been finishing close to last all season. The first Polish driver in Formula One, Robert Kubica, their reserve driver, was assumed to have met the end of his career after partly severing his right arm in a serious accident 7 years ago. Now, Jacques Villeneuve, a former icon of the sport, is accusing Kubica of intentionally making the Williams car difficult to steer for the 2 young drivers.
The two Williams drivers came in last and second to last during today's practice ahead of tomorrow's Bahrain Grand Prix. A former driver for Williams, the one-time world champion Jacques Villeneuve, has stated in a recent interview that it is possible that Kubica has set up the car so it's hard to drive for other drivers. His motive to do so, according to Villeneuve, is that Kubica's dream is to race again. Villeneuve also took swipes at Kubica when it was announced last fall that he would be the reserve driver of Williams. Back then he said, "I honestly don't understand. Whoever got a comeback offer after 6 years? If he didn't have his problem, he wouldn't get a second chance. It is all a PR stunt." Villeneuve's far-fetched theories have been met with ridicule by the Formula One community. If the two Williams drivers fail to deliver a satisfying performance at the Bahrain Grand Prix, the pressure will grow on Williams to replace one of them with Kubica.
That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching Poland Daily, and please join us tomorrow at the same time. Good night.